I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Tonight at 11.
Doom!
Welcome to the show. I am your host, the Amateur, and this is the broadcast. Tonight, we are playing a sweet and wholesome game. I promise. Tonight, we are going to be playing at the request of my daughters, Doki Doki Literature Club. They kept asking me, when are you going to play Doki? So, I figured it's about time. So, it's probably going to be a shorter stream tonight because I do have D&D tomorrow, and I want to be rested for that. So I might only do like half a stream. I don't know. We'll see where we fall on this. Plus, I'm tired too. So, but I definitely want to be. I want to be ready and raring to go for tomorrow night. Because tomorrow night, if you don't know, is D&D over on our Vanilla Ranch channel. So we will be returning to the Shadow Crew over there. So let me fire this up. I think this is all point and click. So pop over to here and then we'll go. Okay. Okay, waiting. Loading. Still loading. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Okay. Can we do that? Does that work? Okay. Can we get rid of this? Taskbar settings. Let's make you hide. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. No, that can't be right. That's probably just, that's a nothing. Individuals suffering anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game for content warnings. Please visit that. Yep, my whole channel is a content warning. Highly disturbing. Yay. Go new game. Enter your name. W. There we go. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw towards her. That girl is Ciori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend. You know the kind of friend who you never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more than frequently than I would, and I would get tired of waiting up. Hey, Pigeon Mitch, what's happening? Tonight we're playing a wholesome game. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Alright, just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Ciori catch up to me. I don't know if she's screaming or laughing. That looks a little bit like both.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Drew. Well, if people...
Oh, that's me. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. That's a shitty thing to say. I wouldn't say that. It's terrible. Did you
Just wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Yeah, whatever you say, CR. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Drew, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Club?
I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any club.
Oh, that's... Damn it. It's me. Told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join any club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it was possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sherry likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Doesn't this game have dark secrets? No. This is a happy game. It said, so I don't know if you were here right at the very beginning, but 3 different times it was like, this game is disturbing. It was like content warning. Yeah, it was. They even had a link to like a website that you could go to see like all of the different content warnings. All right. Okay. Yeah.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know that you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a
Neat? What is a neat?
in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
N-E-T? N-E-E-T? Any idea what that is? N-E-E-T? Neat. Well, I wanted to tell you, you're playing Expedition 33 has made me want to play it again. I played to the point where Stinky No Shoes joined the party. Nice. This is a very good game. If you can look over that one part, I think you'll enjoy it. Because I've been really enjoying it. Okay. What is it neat?
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is ordinary as ever, and so before I know it. After I pack my things up, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Ciori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Ciori? Ciori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom. Just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late for your own club.
Oh, that's me. You don't have to wait for me if it's going to make you late for your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, you know
what?
well, you could come to my club.
Sayori?
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Oh, meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Ah, yes. Happy Lunar New Year. Yeah, I saw that in the Shadow Crew. The Shadow Crew group chat. Because Yoi, you are a rooster. Yoi wished everybody a happy Lunar New Year. Alright, so Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the Ant Club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell us if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Let it alongside. Oh, are you a rooster? I thought it said you are a rooster because I yawned. Oh, I read it wrong. Am I a rooster? I am not a rooster. I'm not 1981. I am 1 year before that. I'm 1980. Which, whatever that is. I think it's a monkey. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day that I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Hey everyone, the new member is here.
You are a metal monkey. Nice. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, true. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
I'm sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Small figure makes me think she's probably first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can't just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly and in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. This is the year of the fire horse? The fire horse? That's fucking badass. I thought the year of the dragon was cool. Or the year of the dog, like DMX. But the fire horse? That's fucking badass. Oh, well, nice to meet you both.
It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Drew.
Monica smiles. Monica smiles? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk. But we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of the league. 2024 was the year of the wood dragon? Really? Wood dragon doesn't... That's not... I mean... 2025 was the wood snake? That's not really that impressive either. The it's the pre-word that changes the whole thing. Like if it was the fire snake, that would be badass. But the wood snake, not really intimidating. All these sound like Tracy's penis. I know, right? I got a wood dragon right here. That's funny. Yeah, let's get back here. So having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come on, sit down, Drew. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened. So there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Earth, fire, wood, metal, and water. Oh, really? Okay. That makes sense. So the prefix is always going to be one of those. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray. Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Isn't that adorable? The whiskers are drawn with icing and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. God, it's so cute.
So cute. I had no idea you were this good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Sorry and take one.
Sierra grabs one first, and Monica, I follow.
It's delicious.
Sierra talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around on my fingers and look at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice that she is sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thinking me? It's not like I
heard this somewhere before.
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sierra said...
Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy.
Alright. Give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry. Teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Yes.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. It's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I love books. I was afraid of this question. It tells me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sierra. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sierra seemed really happy here, so it's actually a good answer.
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Were you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It just feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling a dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out the effort that it takes to start something new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like a festival that much more important. I'm confident that we'll all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member job. Maybe that's why they were so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Now, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Drew, what kinds of things do you read?
Well, magazines. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Just say Stephen King. Like, he's written so many books, it's hard not to have read one of his. Mango. Muttering quietly to myself, half joking. Nasuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reaser, I guess.
Well, that could change. Hey, Shadow, what's happening? OPE. Kind of forgot that you'd likely be streaming tonight. Why are you streaming? I think everyone's on tonight. Before I came on, I was watching Andrew over at the Experience Point, and then I saw Arva's on, and Eric's playing Inscription. Fucking everybody's on tonight. I was looking at the list of like who's on, and I was like, holy shit, it's like full. No, I was over at Eric's stream and just said goodnight there. Gotcha. I'm probably not going to go super long. I'm tired and I want to be good for D&D tomorrow. Me too. That's exactly what I was just about to say. That's very funny that you said that. So I'm probably only going to go for maybe another half hour, maybe an hour. But I want to dig out early tonight so I can be good, so I can go to bed and be good for tomorrow. The triumphant return of the Shadow Crew. Want to come hang out before I really have to go. Gotcha. Right. Well, tonight we are starting Doki Doki Literature Club, a game which I am to understand is just a really sweet, wholesome game about a person that joins a club, a literature club, and everything is sweet and wholesome. That's what I understand. that emote's fucking awesome. Nice. Alright. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. Hey, CQ, what's happening? How you doing tonight?
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. It's amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, yeah, I read a horror book once. Desperately grab at something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Yuri's not much of a reader. No, Yuri is a reader. They're all readers. It's a literature club. Yeah. No, I'm not much of a reader. Because I got sucked into this club because my friend brought me here. And it turned out the whole club is just, well, now it's me and these 4 girls.
I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind in the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give it back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet, huh?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, expose your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a minute.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share it with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, June?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back from the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought... Huh.
Sure. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Shiori wraps her hands around me, her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Troy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. What if I don't want to impress her? What if I want to impress Yuri? Huh? Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Drew. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Shiori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for the clubs. Well, sure, might as well.
Yay!
And with that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Shiori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica, who the game is pushing me towards for some reason. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. Just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that start was with writing a poem tonight. Let's do it. Do we actually get to write a poem? Oh, sweet. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen. Whoever likes the poem the most. Alright. How can you... Oh, she like turned away. Okay. I wonder if this matters at all. Okay, sing. Suicide. Okay, I'm just gonna pick ones that I think, because I don't think this has anything to do with. I think they're just kind of popping around. Okay. So, philosophy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Intellectual. Clouds. Thinking, secretive. What would the smart girl like? Maybe secretive. Ooh, she did like that. Okay. Time finish up. Vivacious. There you go. Heaven sent. Sensation. Insistence. Big ideas. The smart girl likes big ideas. Tenacious and big words. Massacre. Very good. I don't even know that word. Effulgent. Effulgent. Pick it. Big word, I don't know. I'll use it. Free electricity. Disarray is pretty good. Fireflies is good. Infallible. Adventure. Contamination. Pleasure. Sticky. Entropy, obviously. I don't know if you guys noticed I'm into smart girls with dark hair.
Hi again, Drew. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is here, hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Drew. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, he deserves any slack. Sir, he told me you didn't even want to join the club, any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
That's Suke.
Certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Joe always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set the house on fire once.
Is that so? You two were really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Come on, you and Drew can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into.
Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Siori.
Who, me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal. It's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you would be a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want me to. I won't make it a big deal. Oh, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. That is a fucking very weirdly written sentence. I won't make it a big deal unless you... I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me to. Way easier. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me to. Done and done. Okay.
Alright. Well, here.
Here reaches in her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Alright, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Sayori's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. Other than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Crap.
Oh, that's me. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. I was focused that I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
I'm just curious how you have two copies of the same book.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't actually give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that turn came out of nowhere. Harry gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Joe?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. So the smart, purple-haired girl is a fucking goth chick, too? Really? I mean... Gee, I wonder who I'm gonna go for.
It's just those kind of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. And horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they've made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with villains' plans. I'm rambling now, sorry. Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's, I really don't think you need to worry. This just means you're passionate about reading. So the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
Well, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to.
This is making me uncomfortable.
That is reading in the company of someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company, as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
You really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean,
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it is up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more in between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to open the book. I guess that makes this kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book, and in between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the other side of the book. That way, I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb, and after, flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
To
turn the page.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I think I get a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
It's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page and flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. Just a second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see inside your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
See?
You remain silent for a moment.
But true. It's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I mean, sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant it more as it's kind of cute.
Huh. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry I haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time.
All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into the bag.
By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. And my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I don't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Ugh. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, obviously I'm going to show it to Yuri, but what I am going to do, before I do that, I'm going to pop over here, and I'm going to go... Oh, is this going to stay on? Okay, I guess we're listening to this tonight. I'll pop over here. I guess this will be our break music tonight. Hey, third shift, what's happening? You came in right as I was going on break. So, I'm going to go on break. I will only be about 5 minutes, and then when I come back, we'll probably go for another half hour or so, maybe. Maybe an hour. I don't know. Me go to bed now. Bye-bye. All right, you have a good night, Shadowed, and I will see you tomorrow over on our stream for our D&D game. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. Maybe like right there. Yeah, that's good. That's better. D&D. All right. So I am going to go on break. I'll put that up right there. There we go. I should be back in about 5 minutes. So please don't go anywhere, and please enjoy the sounds of Doki Doki Literature Club. All right. Be right back.
Good news, everyone! Good news, everyone!
Yes, here we are. We are back. Let me turn this down just a little bit more. There we go. How is everybody doing tonight? Hello. Hello, Andrew. How was the Talk Tuesday? If you are still here. You came in right as I went on break. I was enjoying the conversation that you were having. I did have to dip out, though, because I had to start my stream. Just stretched out on break. I'll try to entertain y'all while I was out. Alright. So I didn't miss too much. So that's good. Alright. So, how is everybody doing tonight? We are playing a nice wholesome game tonight about being in a literature club. So far, nothing has really happened. We're getting to know the girls in our literature club. So let's jump right back into it. Let me turn this up just a little bit more. There we go. How's that? Looks about right. Okay. So let's pop back over to the game. There we go. All right. So who should I show my poem to first? Obviously, I'm going to show it to Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that?
Did I say that aloud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually the first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then she looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. End result is both style and expressiveness that are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor has totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert.
Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem.
Did I lose connection? No, I don't think so. Okay. My chat went weird for a second. There's
so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it'll all come with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Ghosts under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But you took a long time to read.
She knows that I'm not very good at reading out loud. It's funny. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, true?
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon we'll be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn when you put it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Huh. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. Glad to keep doing my best for you.
Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess, my friend. Because these two I don't know that well. Her I don't really like. She seems fine. Sayori's my friend, going back to the old school, so.
This is a good poem, Drew. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's what impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Drew. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like that for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Ciari. I'm not sure if Ciari sees the full picture of my motive here. But then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Hey. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Ciari. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
Next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
I guess I'll look forward to it.
Hi, Drew. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, I want to share my poem with you.
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Drew. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near at her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It can take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
Well, that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find out what style suits you. Everyone else seems a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you should worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. C. The direction the spackle protrudes. A nosy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No. I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and the lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Natsuki.
Drew, you're going to have to take this club seriously when I get home.
What? Harsh.
What do you expect me to believe actually put an effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. I'll do each his own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I'll just share mine now. Knowing you would probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Oh? Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out feelings like the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
And I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. If Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other's expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
It's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
I mean, you have to try hard to come up with something that's nice to say. Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Ciari liked it. Drew did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Drew liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You just... Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Drew appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overtly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Drew started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there.
Drew? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She's stuck. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing, it's more effective. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Drew. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning in the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Drew?
Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be... Dark-haired goth girl. Oh, wait, what? Did I pick the wrong one? No, I didn't want to do that. Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
So what happened at all? Harry wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody is taking her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defeated only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head.
Ciara, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem and, with her hands, throws it in the trash.
Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Carrie has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it very as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
All right, I believe you. Thanks, Drew. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now.
Nah, it's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So...
What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm just going to make some tea.
That's a good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
News, everyone.
Good news, everyone is a raid. Hello, the kids are asleep. I'm guessing it's Eric tonight. Right? Nope, it's Tuesday. So Eric and Valerie. How was Dragon Age? Although I thought I did see Eric playing Inscription.
Good news, everyone.
Oh, and there's the double one. The kids are asleep, and so is Valerie. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you were playing Inscription. Hello, Starlight Katie. How are you tonight? How was Inscription? Oh, man. What's my drink? I was just going to take a sip of my drink. I don't know what happened to it. God damn it. Did I put it in the other room? I can't tell. I don't know. All right. Have you finished Inscription? I tried it. I thought it was cool, but it wasn't. It didn't keep me into it. It's low energy, but I love it. Yeah, I mean, it seemed interesting, but I don't know. I'm not really super into card games, so you know how that goes. Oh, you 100% completed it on Switch tonight, or in the past, and you were just playing it again? I think I put like probably about an hour into it. Started a fresh run on stream for the stream tonight. Gotcha. No Valerie to share it with everyone. So no Valerie tonight. You said she was asleep, right? Is she feeling okay? Nope, she can't talk. Oh, that's not good. Like I said, is she feeling okay? Apparently not. Don't tell me she's got like her throat is messed. Really? From what? Is it a cold or? Oh, we're all sick in here. Oh, that sucks. Let me guess. One of your kids got it, gave to everyone in the house, right? That's how it goes here every time. Without fail. Every single time. Yep. Yeah. It's always what happens. One of my kids will get it, and they'll give it to my wife, and my wife will give it to me, and then I'll give it to my other kid. And then it's just a whole circle. My younger one gets it. She gives it to my wife. My wife gives it to me. I give it to my older daughter. And then my older daughter gives it back to the younger daughter, who in turn gives it to my wife, and then me. And then we stay sick for fucking 90% of this winter. It's terrible. Classic move. And these guys are homeschool. Oh, that makes it even worse. Like, at least I have the excuse of, like, my kids go to a germ factory. Although, luckily enough, they haven't caught the flu yet. Because I heard the flu is fucking ripping through people this year. And it's really bad. But we all did get our flu shots. So, hopefully, that will help a little bit. I've been talking to Elder Child about robotics club and mask up, but he was patient zero. Oh, really? That sucks. I've been taking Elder Child. That's what it is. Sorry, I don't see as good as I used to. I do have bifocals, but like the thing is like way down here. I might as well just look under my glasses, to be honest with you. I've been taking Elder Child to robotics. That's cool. That's kind of cool that you take them to a robotics club. What are they making in their club? And how many kids are in the club? Are they making like one of those battle bots? That'd be cool as shit. I just thought that would be neat to make one of those. I don't have the engineering skill to do it. Although I work with engineers. So maybe they could figure it out. That would be pretty cool. There are 6 on the team. They're making a competition bot. Oh, so like a fighting robot? That's fucking awesome. Wait, is it like a fighting robot, or is it like a competition, like build a robot that can climb up a ladder? Not for battle, but it is a bot that plays a game. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I bet it would beat the shit out of me in chess. I did that one time. I got this idea in my head that I wanted to get good at chess, right? So I decided to play I found like a browser chess game where you just play against the computer, and I put it on the easiest setting, and it kicked my ever-loving ass. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't have to be good at chess. Alright, let's hop back into this. Alright, she's gonna go make us tea.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Drew, how about you?
Yeah, it's the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Probably would have found you in chess. I trained him in Connect 4, and he was tiny and he kicks my ass in it now. He was in kindergarten whooping 4th graders. Nice. That's awesome. I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck. That means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
True. Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Siori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Siori and I have spent much time together. Can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Siori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Suki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. It's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
You know, Drew, it's nice that I could spend time with you at the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's,
Every day's going to be so much fun.
It looks like, CRE still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, CR. Pat CR on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use CR as an internal monologue sometimes. This game is fairly legendary, but I am unfamiliar. How have you been liking it so far? It's neat. It's very wholesome, but there's like tiny little cracks of weirdness here and there. And I know at one point it gets real weird. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. All right, so here we go. We're gonna write another poem, and then I think that is what we're gonna call it for the night. So we know that Yuri is we know that Yuri is intellectual, but she's got kind of a dark side. So she likes big words, melancholy. Yeah. Unrequited. Really? That was not what I was expecting. Let's go. Salt. Okay. Hmm. Incongruent. There we go. No. Fester. There we go. Graveyard. Inferno. Vertigo. Despise. Tenacious. There we go. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, there we go. Philosophy. Determination or horror. It's one or the other. Let's go horror. Yeah, nice. Contamination. Vivacious. Alone. Oh. Disoriented. Embrace? No. Unrestrained. There we go. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Alright. So, I think that, although, okay, now we're back from ads. Okay. I think that is what we're going to call it for the night. So, let's save right there. Deselect. Okay, good. I hope that. Okay. Alright, there we go. But I did just save. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll do this. All right, and we'll pop over to here. We'll go like this. There we go. All right. So, let us see who is on. Oh no, I don't want that. Nope. I want taskbar settings. Hold on one quick second while I do this. Okay, there we go. All right. Now let me check to see who is on. Who can we raid? Yeah, I'm definitely interested in getting into this game more. Oh shit, Bopo's still on. Ooh, looks like looks like his stream is a little shaky. And it just went to commercial. Okay. So let's see. Let me see who else. Oh, here we go. Wait, Arv is on. Is Arv almost ending? He might be close. I think they end at midnight usually. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so we'll go over to Arv. Okay, so for anybody in the chat that is still here, I want to thank you for being here. Yeah. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We are going to go raid Arv because he is doing the Arv vocalists where they are playing Citizen Sleeper 2. So for anybody that's here, if you would like to put a number in the chat from any number between 2 and 9, because Arv has a family friendly chat and number 1 is not family friendly. So any number between 2 and 9 I will take, and that will be our chat message for the night. And then we will raid over into Arv. And I gotta go get my drink. Because my throat's getting real dry. So any number between anybody can put any number in between 2 and 9. Yeah, that's what number 1 is. All right, so what is number 6? Let's see. Grade 6. All right. Yeah, I like that one. All right. All right. So if you want to copy and paste that and put it in the chat when we get over to Arv's channel, I would very much appreciate it. Let me do this. There we go. Okay. So, what is today? Today's Tuesday. So tomorrow I will be over on Arv's channel where we are going right now, playing D&D with the Shadow Crew. We're going to pick back up where we were in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So I'm very excited about that because we haven't played for a while. So that should be a good time. So if that sounds fun, go on over to our stream tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and you'll see me play Cleric. And you'll see Shadowed, who was in here earlier, and a couple more of our friends. And then I will be back again on Sunday with more Expedition 33. So, like I said, if that sounds good, come on back. I really appreciate it. I think that's all I have for now. So I will say to all the guys, gals, and non-binary pals, thank you for being here tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me and with us, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. I had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you did too. And until next time, everybody, this is my awkward outro. Good night.